Feel good kind of day, huh?
Yeah, I feel good. That's hard to do. Win a doubleheader against any opponent, I think, is very difficult to maintain that kind of concentration and in the pack. And then obviously we have great respect for Cal. And, I think we had some fortunate things happen on defense where they crushed some balls, but outfield play today all day was spectacular. Travis turns a double into an out, and they hit some balls extremely hard. But I was, you know, we flipped the rotation a little bit with Kenyon starting, and he gave us 5 good ones. And I was proud of James too. That's kind of a confidence thing. It delegated to taking out of the starting rotation, and that's the way you put it in coaches' faces, as I like to say. It earn your way back in there, and I thought he was a key part of today's victory as well, besides goal part.
Yeah. Any update on Steer?
It's not broken, so thank goodness for that.
Wrist?
Yeah, he got hit like right on the fatty part of his throwing hand here. It swelled up pretty good, and actually both Tom and our hand and foot doctor, Dr. Jones, thought it was broke until we got an x-ray, so I was praying that it wasn't. So I don't know if he'll be able to play tomorrow, but hopefully he'll be available next weekend if he can't play tomorrow.
There was a limit on Kenyon. Did you think at all about taking him out after those 4 innings?
Yeah, he was at 77, and what do you think? And he's a warrior, and if you go to him and ask him, he's going to want to go out there, which he did. And Coach Dietrich and I decided that as long as it wasn't a terribly long 5th inning, that we'd let him go that 5th and try to get a victory. And it wasn't just about the victory; it was about him being sharp. And you got to be careful with that. We're the adults, and if you take him too far and he ends up being sore or hurt, and take the enjoyment out of a victory if we did that. So hopefully he'll bounce back good, and we'll see if we can continue to extend him next weekend for his next start.
What about Mercer in Game 1? Kind of battled through 6 innings. What about the whole pitching staff versus this offense?
Yeah, I thought Merce battled the 0 in that whatever inning that was. It's kind of a little bit of a blur right now, but they had him on the ropes. They were bench jockeying a little bit. Merce isn't afraid to rise up to that. And in fact, he's one of the guys that does it on our side a little bit. So I think that fuels his fire and makes him better, and he got locked in and made big pitches when he needed to. And they're tough outs. They're a good offensive team.
What do you say about Kasser? He's now top 10 all time in this program in hits.
I'm going to see if we can get a 5th year of playing time from him. He's a pretty special player and a pretty special kid. To be honest with you, he didn't play very well at third base when he moved over there, and I'm going to take the bullet there. That's lack of, he played there a lot last year, and he's played all over the place, and maybe putting too much on his shoulders to ask him without a lot of experience, and you could tell some of the instinctive things he was off base. So that's all on Coach Horton, and shame on me for not thinking, hey, if Spence goes down. Typically, if Spencer goes down, then Pats would play that position, but because Danny was the H and Nelly was in the mix pitching, it forced our hand to do it that way, and it exposed basically the fact that we haven't had Kyle over there a little bit. Not a lot, because he's played second, short, and first, so he's a total utility guy. But I'm going to blame myself as much as I'm going to blame Kyle on those non-instinctive plays, I guess would be the best way to say that.